Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready?
Let's talk about your labels. Each vintage you produce features a group of women cancer survivors, or as you like to call them, surthrivers,
right,
on your labels. And so far, including your 2009 release, 20 women have appeared on your labels. Tell me about how you came up with that idea and why it's so important to you in Cleavage Creek to do that.
We have survivors that are on our labels, and each one has a story, and those stories are on our website, and those stories explain how they managed to conquer their disease and be disease-free. And they're marvelous, marvelous women. We've got a new release with 6 new women on our label, and they are just marvelous people. They're doing books. They're doing the things that we think are important for women to know. You know, I think that women need support. Oftentimes they don't get much support other than devastating news, and they need to see that they can live, that they can thrive, that they can be pretty. We pick women that can inspire other women and that want to inspire other women to live and to live to love life, which is our motto. And they are a walking example of people who have conquered this disease and how they did it.
Do you mind if we talk about your wines a little bit?
Please do.
All right. I'm curious to know, as a winemaker, what your philosophy and approach to making wine is.
Well, it's our wine is soft, approachable, and drinkable, and it's a big wine. It's very smooth. We make it so you can drink it and enjoy it from the time you buy it. You don't have to lay it down for 5 years or 10 years or whatever. And particularly our Cab and our Petite Syrah, they're award-winning wines, but they're drinkable and soft and fruit forward. You actually taste the fruit and not the wood. You know, they're not in wood for 3 years, and high acidic wines. They're we try to make them where, for me, I don't like wine that I have to wait 5 years to drink. If I buy a bottle, I'd like to be able to drink it that night and decant it and treat it right and have a wonderful bottle of wine. And this is the type of wine that we produce, and if it's not that way, and I won't bottle it.
Very cool. So you get your grapes from 2 vineyards. Your vineyard in Pope Valley, which is part of the Napa Valley AVA, and the other is in the newly named Tracy Hills AVA. Can you tell us about the 2 vineyards that you use for your Cleavage Creek wines?
Well, one of the reasons we liked Cleavage Creek was the little vineyard that we have in Napa is cleaved in the middle with a stream, and so it kind of fit the topography of the land and the grapes and so forth, and it just occurred to me, and my daughter had found this label that was for sale, and their emphasis was on a little hot topic type of picture, which we've changed completely, and so it fit. It just seemed to fit our whole program, and I liked it, and it fit the ranch, and it fit the grapes, and so we have a cute little ranch there. It's real pretty, and got a little reservoir, and we have lawns and gardens, and every year we hope to plant another garden, so that eventually we have 7 or 8 gardens around the reservoir, and a place for women to walk. And we have a walk down to what we call our prayer tree, which is a huge, huge tree that only God could make. It's just marvelous. We have another walk that goes down by our stone bridge. It's a beautiful little place, and we want to make it very comfortable for women to come, and particularly our Thrivers Club women. We'll have events just for them, and so we're excited about finally, after 8 years of struggling, we got a permit to build, and
excellent.
We're started as we speak. So.
Really cool. Now, your Tracy Hills AVA, can you talk to us a little bit about that vineyard?
Yeah, Tracy Hills is a extremely unique piece of property. It's very much like Bordeaux, and the soils are very similar to Bordeaux. In fact, one of the advisors that we had before we planted, we dug holes all around, and he had just come back from Bordeaux, and he said, "My God, this is just the same as Bordeaux." So that
Wow.
was encouraging, and the weather is different. It's the nights are cool, the days are warm, and the wind blows rather regularly. So it has a cooling effect at night. And as you know, red wine likes cool nights and warm days. And
Yep.
so the soil is the water table is down about 165 feet. So that means that all the water can be applied perfectly, just as the way the plant needs it, but not too much to make them the berries huge and all full of pulp and not much skin. So the quality of the wine that we get there is extraordinarily good, and we're very, very happy with that. We went 5 years to show that it was a separate appellation, and we got the designation. And we're very happy with that. And
now you said it is very Bordeaux type soil. Is it planted then to Bordeaux style grapes, the Cabernet Sauvignon, the Cabernet Franc, Merlot? Is it planted to those types of grapes?
Yes. We have about 8 different types of grapes on the ranch. We don't have any Cab Franc, by the way. I have some of that in Pope Valley.
Okay.
But we do have Cabernet and Syrah and Merlot. And we have Zinfandel, Chardonnay, we have Pinot Grigio, and my son has about 9 different Italian varieties on his portion of the ranch. So we have a broad spectrum of different varieties, and they make wonderful wine.
What does the future hold for Cleavage Creek, and what exciting plans are on the horizon for you and your winery that you can talk about?
Well, I think the exciting thing right now is to finally get a tasting room of our own that's open and a place for women to come with the gardens growing. And in the winery that we're building, we're putting in gardens where people can come, women can come and not only buy our wine, but they can relax and be in an atmosphere that supports their fight for to become well again. And as we complete our winery, we'll have events there. We have 2 a year now, but we'll have a partner event every month. And for the purpose of promoting and getting this information out and showing women that they can associate with other women who won. And, it's a wonderful thing to be around somebody who's now clear. And we took on one of the ladies we took on had been sick for 10 years. And she was bedridden, and now she's up driving a car. Her husband can go back to work, and she got her life back. And we're very proud of that. Eventually come up with a estate wine that's, regarded as good as anything. And we believe we can do that, and we're working on the vineyards to develop the vineyards that will produce the blends that we need to make a top wine there.